Hey, it's Austin James. If you're like me, trying to live your best life while living with diabetes, you can relate to worrying if you're doing a good job managing your diabetes. I use the Freestyle Libre 3 Plus sensor to get real-time glucose readings and see the impact of every meal and activity to make better decisions. The Freestyle Libre 3 Plus sensor can help me live life with diabetes on my own terms, and it gives me more time for the things I love, like being a dad and a musician. Now this is progress. Learn more at freestylelibre.us.
For prescription only. Safety info found at freestylelibre.us.
Okay, I have to tell you, I was just looking on eBay where I go for all kinds of things I love, and there it was.
That hologram trading card. One of the rarest, the last one I needed for my set. Shiny like the
designer handbag of my dreams. One of a kind. eBay had it, and now everyone's asking, ooh, where'd you get your
windshield wipers? eBay has all the parts that fit my car. No more annoying, just beautiful.
Whatever you love, find it on eBay. eBay. Things people love.
This year, Santa's bringing the power of Energizer into his workshop.
Whoa, the Energizer Bunny's got so much power.
Wait, he's powered up all the toys. I think that means we're done for the year.
I love this bunny.
He's the hardest working helper the North Pole has ever seen. And he wants all your gifts to have the power of the #1 longest lasting AA battery. So this holiday season, stock up on Santa's and the elves' favorite battery, Energizer Ultimate Lithium.
And try to develop their own karate instead of being a carbon copy of. Hello, I'm your host, Les Bubka. Welcome to Anxious Black Belt, a podcast that focuses on karate, mental health, and everything in between. If you enjoy our content and would like to support us, best way to do that is to listen to another episode, share it with your friends, and leave us a review. All this stuff helps the mysterious algorithm to introduce our podcast to new audience. Thank you for joining me, and let's listen to the episode. Unfortunately, my Wednesday interview couldn't take place due to the family commitments, so it was moved to tonight, so Friday night. I hope that I'm going to be able to edit it and upload it as soon as possible, but podcast was planned for today, so I'm going to be recording this one instead. I hope it's going to be interesting somewhat for you guys. And I wanted to talk about the transitioning grades. My dojo is mostly constructed with people who are black belts in different systems, different styles. At the moment, we've got quite a few beginners coming in, so we're starting kind of doing my system the way as I want exactly. I think most of you know Danny. Danny is the student who started with me fresh. So he is basically fully trained by me, and he's got his black belt. But I've got loads of students who come from different systems, different styles. They hold the done gradings in those systems, and they chosen to transfer to our system, so my system, our organization, and they've been asking how it works with them being a black belt somewhere else, and what grade will have in ours. Do I have to start from beginning? Do they just keep their black belt? And so I thought I might explain a little bit of that. So for me, if you earn your black belt, you can keep your black belt, you can train your black belt, and you can just pop in and train with us. We've got 2 lines of training or being involved in a club. You can just come and train. You're not interested in gradings, keep your grades, or don't grade at all. Just come, have fun, train. Then there is a kind of a official line that you're joining in, you're using the Japanese names, you do the gradings, you do the belt system, and so on. So those who chosen this type of training, then after a few months or weeks decide that okay, I would like to be part of your club, I would like to grade with you, I'm interested in what you do, and I would like to be assessed by you. So I know that few different systems do differently. Some I like, some I don't like. I think the one I dislike the most is the one when you have to start from the white belt, you're starting from the beginning, and I think it's disservice to the people who already are black belts somewhere else, because there is a crossover between techniques, and most of the striking, kicking will be the same. Kata most probably will be very similar as well. So I don't see the point dropping them to white belt. Obviously, you want to make money. You've got all that gradings, and they have to go from the fresh, and then the club makes money. The other system I really like is in Enshin and few other Kyokushin offshoots, that you have a special belt for a person who is first done in other system but joins in. I think in Enshin is orange. They don't have that color in a syllabus, but they've got that color for those who came from other systems and are downgrade. So everybody in a dojo knows that they know something, but they just converting and fine tuning towards becoming a black belt in Enshin, and they kind of do very similar thing. Although we don't use the special belt color, we use just a green belt. So if people coming with a first dan, they usually start with a green belt 5th Q, because like I said before, they have done the training, they know their punches, they know their kicks. Mostly it is on a nice level. Obviously, sometimes people coming who been in the clubs that missold to them, they've been giving grades, but they haven't learned properly the stuff. So then um, we keeping them either on a green belt or going to the yellow belt. But it is decided upon a conversation with the person interested, and usually it takes a couple of months to see where they fit with in our dojo, and what grade they are, and they're aware of this, because if you're not keeping up with the white belts or green belts or yellow belts in our dojo, then you see that your level is not up to scratch. The biggest problem that I'm seeing is people not being familiar with throws, takedowns, and ground escapes that we do, and also with the sparring. So a lot of people coming in, they are very nice technically, doing a tsukis, kicks, and jumping kicks, katas, but they are not very familiar with a sparring, because their clubs never done sparring or do it minimal. So for us, sparring on every session, so they're picking up really quickly. And I don't like holding people back, so we give them a clear instructions. We doing this like that. There's your time frame. Start with the green belt. Obviously, you might be going faster if you pick up your skills faster. Some people obviously do better. Some people do slower. But they all kind of catching up with our methodology, our bunkais, our fighting style, and so on. So it is very fluid, and people quickly progress. And it's always nice to have somebody from different systems coming in, because I can learn from them what they do, how they do it. And usually those who are willing to transition, there are people with open-minded, and they are happy to work towards improvement. Again, when they're joining in, I'm not changing their techniques. I don't want them to be copy of me. I want them to develop their own system, their own style. So we're keeping their kata. They can keep the kata they're doing. Are we just working towards a analytical process of deciphering those katas, that they can find their own bunkais applications. Same with the fighting styles. I've got people with different backgrounds, different approaches. So some like myself, I like grappling, so I'm fighting more in a close distance. There are people who came from a stand-up only style, and they prefer to stand and not be froze. So then we're focusing on developing their game to stay upright and don't get taken down, so they're good with defenses, and that brings that huge mixture of different approaches, different people doing different stuff, and we all can learn from it, because then I can work on my takedowns and entry into the shorter distance when they're practicing the stoppages and stuff. So I enjoying it. It seems to people really enjoying it, because more and more people coming to the dojo and more people want to transition to what I do and how we do it. And again, it's not that I am authoritarian. I'm telling them what to do. We're trying to work together to get a best value and best learning model for them and try to develop their own karate instead of being a carbon copy of me or my teachers or different styles which you often see in the different clubs and like associations and stuff like that. Big shout out to those who donated towards our defibrillator. You got 2 anonymous people. Thank you very much, whoever you are. Josef, Nick, and Chi. Much appreciated your donations. And defibrillator will definitely help us in the gym for all of the participants there, coaches as well. So Shin Kick Muay Thai, Black Badger BJJ, and Les Bubka Karate, all around karate. Much appreciated. It looks like we're nearly halfway. I hope that in New Year we're gonna have the money for the defibrillator. We're gonna have it in the gym and train in peace of mind. Hopefully, never have to use it. Guys, if you wanna support the channel, best way to do it is to listen to the other episode. Well done for listening to all of it. You are a superhero. Thank you very much for your support. And if you could leave us that review on a podcast platform, that would be amazing. I appreciate your time, appreciate your support, and I wish you all the best until the next one.
This podcast is part of the Sports Social Podcast Network.